Hello, everybody. We are live. It's Tuesdays. Team Scentastic Hangout, where we get together, we inspire each other, we motivate each other, and we educate each other, give each other tips on how we could better do our business. And it's a good time to just hang out with our Scentsy sisters and Scentsy brothers. I don't think we've actually had a Scentsy brother on here yet, but I just feel bad when I say Scentsy sisters, which I shouldn't really feel bad saying Scentsy sisters, because when we say, hey, you guys, well, we're a bunch of broads, so we're not insulted. So I don't think that the Scentsy brothers should be insulted if we call them Scentsy sisters, because I just feel like saying Scentsy sisterhood is amazing, and that's what we all are. We're like this big, happy Scentsy family. So tonight is going to be an amazing hangout. And before I introduce our speaker, which you guys probably already know who it is, and actually before I talk, you will notice that we don't have any viewers right now, because I'm wondering if it's actually working. So I'm just going to check my Facebook. See if anyone's saying. Okay, so we're going to get some viewers soon. Okay, so when you are on this hangout, you're going to notice this on the top right corner there when you're watching it in the events, not the people who are watching it with us. On the top here, there should be like little boxes. When you click on that, you can actually ask a question. So throughout the whole hangout, I will remind everyone there's a viewer. So it's working. We are live. Hello, viewer. Okay, so just want to let you know we got 2 viewers. Yeah, this is exciting. Okay, cool. So on the top right corner, it might be your left, you're going to see like a Rubik's Cube box. You could click on that and you could submit a question. So throughout our whole hangout, if there's something that you want to know, just post your question and we will answer your question. It's working. I'm watching. Well, hello, Kelly. I got your text. Thank you for texting me. Okay, so remember, post your questions so that you could be interactive with us throughout the hangout. So it makes it just so much more fun when we ask questions. Okay. Some announcement that I want to let you guys know. The diffuser kits are now available. I would get my hands on one of those. I don't know how long it's going to be around until they go back in back order. So get your hands on one of those. Keep selling those bricks. Our team is like kicking ass at brick selling, so that is awesome. Those are going to be available until further notice, until they sell out. Last year they did sell out. Also, you will notice, I don't know if I have to keep this, but on the right-hand side or the left-hand side, there's some showcase items if you're watching this through the event. And I shared our Facebook event for World Tour. So whoever is going to World Tour with Team Scentastic or with Jocelyn Team, with Vines of Success, please join our Facebook group so that you know all the details of what's going on. For example, we rented a room where we could all hang out on Friday night, and on Saturday night we have reservations at the restaurant, so you can be posted on all that stuff and when to call this nice fancy number that I booked us a big block. So just wanted to let you guys know to keep an eye on that. And also, I noticed on our news, make sure you go to your home, and then you're going to see all your news tab. Anything new that is happening with Scentsy is right there. So instead of being like, oh, that's going on, just like check your workstation like once a day or once every other day and find out what's going on, instead of being like, oh, I didn't know that was going on. Well, it's your business and it's your responsibility to make sure that you know what's going on. So there's a 4-day 40% off sale on Velada. It starts on Black Friday. So I know I want to get my hands on. You guys are laughing at me. I know you guys stop laughing at me. I know you guys wanted to get your hands on some Velada. So maybe right now is a good time. So we have a few Velada reps on our team. So maybe we can get our hands on and we could have a Velada party, and maybe we'll join that. Who knows? Okay. Don't forget to get your tools to go for World Tour. So it's kind of a super awesome savings. So make sure you go to your workstation in your Scentsy family store and get your tool to go if you're going to World Tour. If you have not booked for World Tour already, you better book that, because you don't want to miss out that, because that really shifts and changes your business. The people who come on our hangouts, the people who do the training, the people who participate at things, the people who go to the events, it's not surprising that their business does this. So definitely, I love that you guys are here. It means that you're taking your business seriously. So kudos to you guys. So if you were here on the last Hangout, I talked about this book that I am reading, or if you're on my Facebook, you'll notice that I've talked about this book. It's Living Intentionally. And I feel like it's totally what we're going to be talking about today is authentic social media. And our speaker will talk more about that. She's an expert when it comes to this. So I really just want to share this piece of my book with all of you guys because it kind of goes hand in hand with this. And it's about sharing the Scentsy blessing. When we share the blessing, it's our speaker. I don't want to take too much of what our speaker is going to talk about, but this is all about it will bring others into your story. So I'm just going to read you a couple paragraphs of this book. I hope you guys don't mind. What you move towards moves towards you. So the more you live Scentsy, the more Scentsy gives you. For years, I have taught that when a person moves towards his or her vision, resources begin to move towards this person. Those resources may be materials, money, or people. When a person stops moving, so does the resources. So it's all about, like our last Hangout with Jacqueline Roy, to stay consistent. Be consistent. As you step into your story of significance and take action, you will find this to be true. I have taken these principles one step further. When I move in an area of significance, I also ask people to join me. I'll explain this in further. Okay. There's great power in inviting others to join you. You can share significance by inviting others to be part of your story. So he was talking about this time when he was in Uganda. I was in Uganda with my friend Bob to break ground on a new school he was building. The school board was there, along with the local officials. The principal of the school has bought 3 trees that Bob, the government officials, and the principal would plant to commemorate the breaking of the ground. Bob saw me standing off, taking pictures of the event, and walked over and asked if I would plant his tree for him. Are you sure? I asked. Absolutely, he said. It would be great for me to come back to this place and see the tree you planted, to be reminded of you every time I visit. I put down my camera and helped dig the hole and set the tree into the ground, covering it to its tiny trunk. And from that moment on, the school was no longer Bob's school. The better story was no longer Bob's story. It was my story too. I'd entered into the story with Bob, and it's a great story about providing an education to children who would otherwise go without. After that, I donated funds to Bob's work in Uganda, and I'm even working to provide a scholarship to those child I met in a prison in Kampala, who Bob, his lawyer, helped free. So when you invite others to join you, you both change and have better stories to show for it. As a poet, Edwin Markham wrote, "There is a destiny that makes us brothers. None goes his way alone. All that we send into the lives of others come back into our lives." I thought that was totally appropriate for our Hangout. It's all about what our Hangout tonight is going to be. So I'm really excited, and without further ado, I'm going to introduce you our amazing speaker, which, as you guys notice, we only have the best of the best come on our Hangouts. She is an SSD superstar director, recently promoted, woohoo! And she's won so many awards. She earned her Shooting Star, Sensational Start Level 1, Pick Play. She went to Hawaii Incentive Trip earner, Annual Mentor Award, Outstanding Sponsor Recognition, Top 100 Greece Incentive Trip earner, holy schmackos, Annual Mentor Award, Spring Sprint Speaker. You're kind of, you're a big deal when you're a speaker at Spring Sprint. Come Sail Away Cruise Incentive Trip earner. So she's won pretty much every single incentive trip. So she's obviously taking her business super seriously. Top Frontline Promoter earner, Scentsy Reunion presenter, and launch a leadership cruise in January, which we will be, and we will hang out together and do a group hug. So I'm super excited to introduce you guys our speaker. She's been with Scentsy for 4 years, and after 4 years, she's already a superstar director, which is a huge accomplishment. So I want to introduce everybody Christina Stainbrook. Yay, Christina! Thank you for being with us. And I see your posts on Facebook, and you're always so excited to talk about Scentsy. And obviously, you can tell you're having so much fun because look at everything you've already accomplished.
Sorry. I had my baby shower a couple weeks ago, and somebody brought me the sickness, so it's been awesome.
Wonderful.
So am I on the screen, or am I just
on the screen?
I'm on the screen. Okay. So I'm talking about like authentic social media, guys. We're going to talk about not annoying your friends, being amazing, and selling some Scentsy without even trying. I think that's some pretty solid wish list items for a lot of Scentsy people. I get asked a lot, hey, what do you do to get people to buy Scentsy? And I'm like, what do you mean? What do? I just tell them all about how cool Scentsy is, and I show them how I use it in my real life. So I'm going to give you guys some bullet points here because people like to take notes. And here's some bullet points. And I tend to talk fast, so if you at least get these written down, you can listen to the recording later, and then you'll get it all meshed back together. So I'm going to give you guys, we're going to talk about the difference between someone who's a seller and someone who's a sharer. Are you a seller on social media, or are you a sharer? I'm going to give you guys some five habits of a seller. So if it's you, don't worry about it. You can stop being a seller at any time. I love you. There's always room for improvement, right? But if you are a seller, let's just tell you right now, a sharer is what you want to be. So share, thumbs up. Seller, so we don't want to be sellers. So I'm going to give you guys the 5 habits of a seller. Sellers typically will only share flyers and links. When it comes to their business, the only thing they're sharing is a flyer that they got from the resources tab, a flyer they found in a Scentsy group somewhere, or their website links. That's all they ever share about their business. Sellers typically beg for sales only when they're close to a goal, close to canceling, or close to a promotion, and they constantly have to run personal specials to get anyone's attention. Another habit of a seller, this is the 3rd one. They only use generic text when talking about their products. They'll copy and paste from, say you go and look up the scent Highway Run. They only copy and paste what it says about Highway Run. They don't give a personal experience about Highway Run. They're going to tell you what the website says. Or they only give you the description of the warmer, not really their own personal experience with the warmer. But they're constantly giving you generic text, nothing with any heart or spirit. And then, again, they only use generic photos. So they're going to use somebody else's photo that they found somewhere. They're never going to take their own. They're always using the one that's going around like crazy. They saw this one pop up in their newsfeed 15 times, so they decided they should share it too. They don't appear to ever use their own products. They might at home, but nobody would ever know unless they went to their house. They don't appear to use their own products. They don't know a whole lot about more obscure products. They only really know wax and warmers. And the rest of it they have to use somebody else's opinion for. And one big sign of a seller is their Facebook profile is usually only a photo of a Scentsy product and never their actual face. And then you never see their face on their profile anywhere. It's always just their products, and there's never any face. I want to see your face. So that's some habits of a seller. Those are not all bad, and sometimes you can mix some of those with other things. But if that's what your Facebook profile looks like, or if that's what your Twitter looks like, or your Instagram looks like, you're probably just a seller, and you're probably struggling to get people to buy Scentsy without you begging them to. You probably find that you have to approach people more often than they approach you, and that you are constantly not getting replies to messages you send. You're not getting any likes. You're not getting any comments, and you just really don't feel like anybody cares about your business. So I'm going to give you 5 habits of a sharer. And like I said, a sharer is what you want to be. Sharers are awesome. Sharers are the people who they never have a hard time meeting their 150. They usually do it every month because it just comes so easy to them. And the big thing about a sharer is they use all of the products that Scentsy offers. Any product that Scentsy offers, they have bought it the second it came out, and they have used it themselves. So they are using the counter clean every day. They're using the laundry every day. They're using wax in their homes. They have a warmer in every room. They're truly using the product that they want everyone else to use too, because here's the thing. If you're not using it, why in the world would your friends ever want any of it? you've got to be using it yourself. So a sharer is always using their own products, and they share photos of themselves using the products. They incorporate the product into their daily life. So even some of their regular posts about how cool their kid is and how awesome their dog is incorporate Scentsy somehow, just out of habit, because they're using Scentsy so much that there's no way to even separate it out because it's already part of their daily life. They post their own personal experiences with the product or the experiences of others, like reviews from customers and other real people who truly are using Scentsy's products and enjoying them. They meet a need with their customers and they serve their customers. They're never asking their customers to do something for them. They're always looking to find what they can do for their customer. They're finding a need and they're filling it versus trying to just throw product at people and they don't know what they need it for. And they don't have to do it by devaluing their product either. So when you meet the person's need, you're not knocking Scentsy down just to try to get it done. You are actually showing them how it fits into their life and why they need it. And then you have blurred all of the lines between your personal life and your professional life in your news feed. A lot of times people wouldn't know if that was a Scentsy post or a personal post because of how well you incorporate Scentsy into your daily life. So that's 5 habits of a sharer, 5 habits of a seller. I'm hoping that you guys are all sharers, but I'm guessing that not everybody is. We love you. I just want to remind you that this is not a jab on anyone who has been selling and now realizes that they should be sharing. It is so important because you know what sharing does that selling will never do? Sharing connects your hearts to the hearts of your customers, and it helps them see Scentsy as more than a product. They're going to see Scentsy as something that they need in their life, that they need to be a part of, and then they're going to actually be able to watch your Scentsy story authentically unfold. So as you're sharing Scentsy and using it every day, they're going to be able to watch the products evolve through your experiences. They're going to be able to watch you change and evolve through your experiences with being a representative of the company. And then as you share all the things that Scentsy is doing for you authentically, they're going to watch your story unfold as well. And then they're going to want to be part of that. And then the nice thing too is a lot of my girls who are too afraid to share on Facebook because they want to annoy their friends, it's because what they think they have to do on Facebook is sell Scentsy. Don't want to sell Scentsy. You don't want to sell Scentsy on social media at all. You want to share your experiences with Scentsy. You want it to become such a natural part of your life that you don't ever feel like you're annoying people because you're not really selling them anything. You haven't even tried. You're not. They're seeing Scentsy in your life, and you're not annoying them because they're like. It's hard to describe. My brain is mush because there's a baby in me and it's eating it. But the biggest thing I've noticed is people who are sharing their personal experiences, they don't have people unfollowing them. They don't have people blocking them. They don't have people unfriending them because they're sharing their business too much or selling Scentsy too much on their Facebook feed. Because we're not doing that, right? We're going to start sharing our experiences with Scentsy versus trying to sell people products constantly. And then again, like I said, it's going to help people watch your Scentsy story unfold, and you're going to find that you're going to start recruiting more because people won't feel like they have to sell it either. They're going to realize how easy those likes and those comments come from you because you're going to post a really cute picture of your kid hugging a Scentsy buddy, and you're going to get like 30 likes, and everyone's going to comment about how cute that buddy is. But then if you go just post a picture of a buddy, they're going to be like, I don't care about that. That's a product. They want to see it in your life, and then they're going to realize as you start sharing Scentsy within your own personal life and all the attention that you're getting from that, they're going to realize how easy Scentsy is to be a part of. And then it's going to help you feel more confident in the product, and it's going to help you understand the value of the product the more that you're sharing it authentically and using it and showing it to people in your own personal life and experiences. And sorry guys, I had to write some stuff down because I literally can't handle my life today. But yeah, sharing's not annoying. Selling is annoying. Does anybody like being sold to? Okay. Some people like being sold to, but that's not a lot of people. Like some people are going to be the ones who see every person walk up to their door and they're going to open it because they just want to see if you can get them to buy something. Most of our friends are not like that. And if you could be honest with yourself, I'm sure that a lot of your feeds look like you're watching the Home Shopping Network or QVC because all it is products, 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 products. And none of it's any heart. Well, the cool thing about Scentsy is our company itself is a lot of heart, so it's very easy for us to use our products with heart because we're not really, I'm sorry, we sell the best products in the world, and I really can't even tell you about why that's true, because it just is, and if you don't know it yet, you're not using it enough. It is the easiest stuff to sell because you don't have to sell it, and that's why sharing is really easy with Scentsy. You're going to start to, I want to show you guys some pictures. I had some pulled up of posts that are genuine, authentic Scentsy posts that you're going to even just notice the difference between likes and comments on these posts just because of what they are. But here's one. I love you, whoever you are, and I'm not trying to like down you. Let me try to cover your thing, but you see that quick thing? There it is. It's a flyer, okay? That was posted on Instagram. It has 5 likes. 4 of those are spam likes. 4 of those are market your Scentsy biz, instant marketing now. None of those people care about your business. They're spam bots. They go and they find Scentsy posts and like them. 4 of them are one person did like that post, and it was posted 2 days ago. So one person liked her post 2 days ago. How effective do you think that was of a post on her line? Nothing. It didn't get her any business. It didn't make anybody interested in her business. But then you find things like, sorry, I had them all pulled up. Got to go back. Then you find pictures like this girl right here. Just kidding.
Actually, while you're looking for that,
Yeah,
I'm just going to remind everyone that on the top of your screen, I'm not sure what side, you're going to see a Rubik's Cube, like a cube with a bunch of boxes. If you click on that, you're going to see a Q&A. You can click on the Q&A and ask us a question. So if there's anything that pops up, anything at all, doesn't really necessarily have to be like about what we're talking about, but you just have a question. You have all these experts here that can help you answer that question. And I also want to just see a question pop up. It just would make me really happy. So if someone can just click on that and then ask me a question, like, Anik, where did you get your lipstick? It doesn't matter. I just want to see a question pop up. Poop. You don't like the word poop?
I said they can just write the word poop.
Oh, okay.
And it works.
Yeah. I like the word poop.
That's my favorite word.
Hey, Julie.
And then, like, here's this girl. It's not even a picture of a Scentsy product. She's adorable. But she's talking about how thankful she is for her friends supporting her business this holiday season. 12 likes. None of them spam bots. Like, she shared herself with her business. This person right here showed real pictures of a hostess's rewards and got 13 likes. None of them are spam bots. So people are interested in that because it was a real, authentic photo. And then you have photos like, I'm sorry, this guy. He's showing pictures of the Scentsy bricks and bars. And everybody really liked that photo too because it's got his face in it. And then you have other people doing the same thing. So you want to make sure that you're taking real photos because people love to see yourself in your business. And then there's pictures like this, and while recipes are really cute, this got about 2 likes because people don't care. They do care, but
not that much.
They don't really care that much. I'm just being really honest. It's a really cute photo, but it got 2 likes, and both of them are spam bots. Nobody cared on how to make cherry cheesecake. It's a really cute photo, though. That's something I'd use in like a Facebook party, or I'd text it to my customer or something. But as far as marketing yourself on Facebook, you want people to see your business as it is. And then you see like collages like this, no likes. Nobody cares about all those photos of the product. But then you have pictures of Hoot looking all sassy. Look at him. He's staring at you. 16 likes. It was just a picture of a warmer in her living room. 16 likes because she took the photo herself about how much she loved the way that warmer glowed. But she didn't ask anyone to buy it. She was just like, look how cool this is. Because it is cool.
You can even do like videos like on, off, on, off, on, off. Like just grab in humor. Because I know a lot of people are afraid of videos and afraid of putting themselves out there. But the more you put yourself out there, the more you create, like Christina said, a connection. Yeah. People are dying for a connection. That's why we're in Scentsy. I know the pay helps, but it didn't start off like that. So why did we stick it out? Because we made friends, and it just felt fun and nice. So that's why, and we have some people in our family that are going through a lot right now, and they don't want to focus too much time and energy on their Scentsy business, but they can't leave our family because they love our family. So those are things that you really want to say to the world. Like every time I'm out at an event, or anytime we get promoted, or anytime something amazing, or we get together and do a team meeting, share that. It's kind of like how business would use it, like PR. It's PR, public relations. So it's just about the happy fuzzy feelings that Scentsy gives you. So we need to share more of that instead of like, hey, buy my product.
Yeah, for sure. One thing too, I always try to remind people too is there's no reason why you should be scared to take a picture of yourself. Everybody knows what your face looks like. Anyone you're friends with on Facebook likes you for who you are. They don't care if you have spit up on your shirt or a little lipstick in your teeth. They love you for you. They already know you. They buy Scentsy from you because they love you. They do not care if you don't look your best. They just want to see you. They want to see Scentsy working in your life. Stop being so scared to show people your cute little unmakeup face, because nobody cares about that as much as you do. And it's going to help connect them to you and your business.
That's true. We actually have a question.
Yay.
So, the Whoop picture, wouldn't that be OOC, posting stock?
No, that's her personal warmer in her living room.
Yep.
Yeah.
And like technically you need to have more than 8 items of Scentsy. Like if you're at a show, or if you're showing your table, you can't have like 3 night lights. You can have a night light, a display, a warmer, a deluxe, and a buddy. You could show that, but it's something like if you show more than 7 images, then it's OOC. So
yeah,
you
something
can
like that.
So this is a good question, because
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people don't know. So definitely you can take a picture of your favorite warmer and ask people which warmer is in your living room, you know? So then people are going to post on your post, this is the one I have in my living room. Or sometimes, like the other time I posted, I love Bonfire Beach on Facebook, and I got like 23 likes on that. And then people are like, I love Bonfire Beach. I love Bonfire Beach. And it was just like we created a conversation.
But you see how much more important, it doesn't even have to have any content. She didn't have to tell people what Bonfire Beach was. Like, if she would have posted a picture of Bonfire Beach Scentsy bar, it would have gotten like 0 likes. But the fact that she was sharing a personal experience, even though it was 3 words, like, it gets more interaction. And you know what's really good about interaction on Facebook? This is a whole nother topic. Interaction is really good, because if you are going to post a flyer about Scentsy or something like that later on, posting authentic posts that get lots of likes and comments help those other ones get seen, because Facebook thinks you're interesting. The more your friends like your stuff and the more your friends comment on your stuff, Facebook's like, ooh, they like this girl. We want to show this girl in the news feed. And then when you post something that's maybe not quite as authentic, it's still going to get seen. You're not going to get lost, because Facebook, if you start posting flyers a lot or things that don't get very many likes or comments, Facebook's going to think you're really boring, and they're going to start taking you out of your friends' feeds because they didn't like it, so they don't like seeing it, is what Facebook thinks. So you're going to want to post pictures of your face, because guess what? People like pictures of people's faces. People buy more when they see people's faces. There's like a whole big marketing study on just showing someone's face with a product and how it sells like 40 times millions more than just showing a picture of the product. So authenticity is so big. And I always find it funny how important authenticity has become on social media over just the last few recent years, and how it was already one of our company's core philosophies, was being authentic, keeping it simple, and being generous. And all 3 of those things have huge impacts in social media. So
It actually has the word authentic right in our logo.
Authentic Scentsy product. We are huge on authenticity. We want things to be real. We want people to see you. We want to see Scentsy real, 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 real. And there's just not enough of that out there. So it's so important that if you are going to market your business, be yourself. Show them why Scentsy is different from a lot of other companies. You don't see a lot of other companies sharing authentic posts because they can't really incorporate their products into everyday life. I mean, like, you can a little, but it's a stretch. Scentsy has something for freaking every moment of your life. It is not hard to be authentic with Scentsy, and the nice thing is our products cover such a broad spectrum of people that we don't have to convince need the product. They just like it because they've seen it or they've smelled it. We don't have to convince people they need it, so don't have to sell it. because you don't have to convince people they need candles, that they need things that make their house smell good. Everybody knows what that is. We appealed to actual senses that every human being on the planet has versus a need that maybe 10 people on the planet have. We have such huge market that we don't have to sell it because it's obvious. It's just obvious.
It's true. And also, I've never seen other companies do games. Scentsy has so many Facebook games. I don't. So, like, how many Scentsy warmers are in this photo? Things like that. Or what warmer would you think would be in this room? Sometimes you don't get much happening because it's not that authentic. But there's just so many different things, that different posts, like a different game that you can do. I like what you said about testimonies. I know on a business page, people can actually star your page, like 5-star, great service, amazing products. The more stars you have on your page, I don't even know if I think that might be an added app that you add on your.
You have to make your page a local business, and you actually have to put an address in. I just put in the cross street of like a road like 4 roads down from me, so because I didn't really want people to know where my house was. But if you make it a local business with an address, your stars show up.
That is so good. Thank you so much.
There you go, guys.
I did not know that. I'm going to be doing that like ASAP, because then we can ask all our friends, can you post testimonies? And the more stars you have, the most testimonies you have, the more your page is going to pop up on people's pages. Yep. So also just a way, like talking to people and asking them, like, what was it, warm Wednesday?
Warmer Wednesday or Wax Wednesday, either one of those.
Yeah, so that's every Wednesday you now remember to post something about your wax. Hey, what are you warming? And also, just to let you know that here in Canada, a lot of people actually still don't know what Scentsy is. So I'm like, hey, buy Scentsy, buy Scentsy. People are like, what the frag is Scentsy? What? You don't know what Scentsy is? No, Nick, you never tell us what it actually is. And I'm like, oh shit, you're right. So then I started posting it's a warmer and it puts the wax in. So maybe even doing more videos of, look, this is a warmer. And then, but Scentsy is so much more about that. And Jocelyn even mentioned she said in her speech at Spring Sprint last year, people buy from people they like, know, and trust.
Yep.
So if you don't create any connection with people, then why are they going to want to buy from you when they can buy from someone who they're like, wow, that person is so passionate about her business. Wow, that person has 3 children and just told me that Scentsy has helped pay for their ballet classes.
Yeah. Giving Scentsy, it's a heart-to-heart thing, big time. Why is my husband calling me? Whoops. It's a heart-to-heart thing. So you want to find a way that connects your business to your heart and then your heart to other people. Not everyone's going to love you. So first of all, don't worry so much about that. You need to find your people, the people who connect to your story, who connect to your business personally. Those are going to be the ones who are your street team. They're going to be the ones who go tell everybody about you. They're going to be the ones who share your Facebook posts without you having to ask people to share them, because they're just so excited to support you because they've connected with you deeper than the product.
And that's a great point. Every time I started doing this, because I didn't do this before because I was like, oh, I'm just so busy, but we have to take the time. I realized when I'm like, hey, thanks for sharing, they share more often. Hey, you know what? I private message, thank you so much for liking my post. It makes me feel so special when people like my post. And then all of a sudden I have like fans. They're not like fans. They're just like my friends who like my post because they like to be recognized and be like, wow, Nick pay attention to me. Not that I'm like a Nick. I'm just saying they're just like people like to be recognized when they do something nice. Everyone likes recognition. So definitely when someone shares your stuff, or even let's say nobody shared your stuff, I would post, oh my God, I have the best Scentsy family, best social media family. I love when you guys like my stuff, and I love when you share my stuff. It makes me feel so special, and it makes me keep going with my business. Yeah. No one had to share your stuff. No one actually had to legit like your stuff. You made it up, but you're creating that environment.
It's like one thing I do, and it's funny because we're talking about authenticity, but then we're also like, but if it's not true, give it heart. You know what I say all the freaking time? Dudes, I have a local order going in right now. Message me what you need. Because my local people know that means free shipping. can't say that on Facebook, but when you've communicated with your customers enough, they know what that means. Guess what? I had 0 orders when I posted that, and guess what? By the end of the day, I have a local order that's actually going in. So, like, don't be afraid to just, get people excited about your business. I always post that. Like, I'm like, hey, guys, I have a local order going in tonight. Get me your order super fast. And then they think it's urgent, that you have a bunch of orders going in. They're excited because they know that they're going to get free shipping on that. And I may have had 0, but then I had just enough people now to make it a party. I got some rewards just for posting that. And it's just a fun way to get people perks and get them excited. And you didn't even have to, it was just easy.
I love that, because what you're doing is you're creating an environment. You're creating a lingo. They feel special because they know the lingo. And this totally has, it just popped up in my mind. It has like nothing to do with Scentsy. But I used to wonder why on the telephone wires there would be like shoelaces.
Yeah.
So someone said to me that it was because it was, I don't know if this is true, but it was actually a drug dealer, and that meant that he had drugs. So it's like, wow, you guys are onto something. So let's not, we're
secret underground communication.
Yeah. So it's kind of, they like feel special that they're getting to know all this information that nobody else knows, and just like, hey, by the way, if I post this, it means I have stock, or come and see my stock, or something. So we can create some undercover, lingo. We have a question here, and it says, so you can't even post a picture of your order that came in. It's not stock if it's customer's order, right? Correct.
I post mine, but like,
we're allowed, right? We're allowed because it's an order.
Say what it is. Like, just say what it is.
Yeah.
Here's the deal, guys. Stop worrying so much about other consultants. When you ask, like, is it okay if I post this? It's because you're so scared of other people. But if we can create the community that there's nothing to fear, people will stop feeling like they need to police each other. People will stop feeling like they can't run their businesses authentically. And just, if you're posting a picture, I always post pictures of my Hostess rewards. But I tell people, this is what my Hostess just got. So, if somebody turned me in for that,
but I think that's okay.
I feel sorry for them, not me.
You're totally right about the whole fear thing. Let's not be afraid, because if you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know I was not allowed to do that, you're not going to be in trouble.
No.
Scentsy is after the people who are selling at a retail stores, who it's been the 4th time that Scentsy told them to stop doing that, and they keep doing that. But you're allowed to show your order and be like, oh my God, Scentsy, blah, blah, your order has arrived. Let's say I actually ended up buying stuff for stock. I might even post like, and I tag my friend's name. Oh my God, your party arrived. Yay. Like, it just creates momentum. Or I've actually reshared a post like that.
Yeah.
So I know it's not necessarily authentic, but I want to be on top of mind, where it creates momentum. And if you're not showing that you have orders coming in, or it doesn't necessarily have to be orders coming in, but you're not talking about Scentsy, and you're not talking about authentic Scentsy, then people sometimes think, oh, are you still doing Scentsy?
Yeah, for sure. And we're not saying break the rules, but don't be so nervous. Scentsy does not have as many rules as I think people make it sound like they do. And honestly, just share your business authentically. Who shares pictures of their stock? Sellers, not sharers. So if you're not going to be a seller and you're going to be a sharer, you're never going to share something that's out of compliance. You just won't, because it doesn't really fit in your life that way. So don't be afraid to share your parties and stuff. And just, you know what, if somebody's going to turn you in for that, just be like, sorry about you. I'm sorry about your business that you feel like you have to do that. And that's another conversation. If it helps, in 4 years, I've never been turned in, and I don't even care what I share. I share everything that's going on in my business. So obviously no stock, but then there we go. And I never say free shipping, and then it's pretty easy. It's just literally sharing authentically. Nobody has any beef to say. So just be yourself, and don't be afraid to share your business as it's unfolding. Parties are what Scentsy's all about. So sharing party orders, showing people how awesome Hostess rewards are, those are authentic pieces of Scentsy that deserve to be shared, for sure. So don't be so worried about it.
I like that, because that's a lot about the philosophy I've kind of taught my team about manifestation. So if you are worried and you are fearful, you are actually attracting fear and that stuff into your life. So you need to focus on your business only. Those people who are focusing on your business, that's because they're not focusing on their own, and then they're wondering why their business isn't doing very well.
Absolutely.
So if you do something that you shouldn't have done and you get called in, don't let that overthrow you. Don't let that bother you. That's how I learn. I gotta hit the wall in front of me and be like, oh, dope, okay, not that way. I'm gonna go this way. So that's how I learn, is by making mistakes. So don't get too caught up into that. So like Christina said, try to be as authentic as you can be and just share the blessing. Let's say even Scentsy, you know what, you haven't gotten a lot of orders and you're really upset and you're really frustrated. Well, sharing that's not going to help.
Nope.
But faking it and creating this type of energy and think about, what has Scentsy been giving me and what does Scentsy, or what can Scentsy give me? Let's talk about that in the present moment and share that. Well, that will start creating that momentum for you and for your business. So there's a lot of things that Scentsy does for you. Like, everyone who sells Scentsy absolutely adores the products. So any minute of any moment, you can share that, and you have.
Absolutely.
So.
And if you think that your business isn't doing much for you, it's probably because you're comparing your business to somebody else's, and that's just not healthy for anybody. You need to focus on the tiniest little things in your business that are starting to take shape. And the things like your mom called you and needed a bar. That's exciting. Your business is doing something. She knew about it. She knew enough about what she wanted to call you and tell you which one she wanted. Like, just focus on all of the positive, small baby steps and changes in your own business. Don't watch everybody else's business. You can admire their business, but don't look at your business and theirs next to each other and ask what's wrong with me, because then you're going to start getting you're going to start kind of like putting yourself back into a box. You're not going to share authentically anymore. You're going to start just sharing everything they share. So if they share a flyer, you're going to share the same flyer. If they share one experience, you're going to share it too, because you think that that's the only way to do it because they're doing so well, when really your friends want to buy from you. If they wanted to buy from that person, they would. They want to buy from you. So they want to see you truly embracing your business, as small as it might be, as big as it might be, as messy as it might be. They need to see you doing it. And they need, because like I said, everyone's story is different. Your heart's going to connect to theirs in a way that no one else's can.
I also noticed that the people, that was good one, Christina.
I get real excited about Scentsy.
Yeah. Another thing I noticed where people are really successful is the people who recognize their customers and appreciate their customers and say thank you to my customers. Thank you to my friends and family who have supported me. If it wasn't for you guys, and it's not like, thanks customers and friends, you guys are awesome. No, like, add some more words, add some more adjectives, nouns. You know, I'm French first. I always use that as an excuse. I'm French first. So use some nice big not big words, but nice simple words, and just use some heart. Like Christina said, use some heart and just be honest, because if it wasn't for these people, you wouldn't be getting that paycheck every month, and you wouldn't be in Scentsy, which means you wouldn't be with your Scentsy sisters, which wouldn't give you all this social life, wouldn't give you all these happy fuzzy feelings. And so talk about that and make sure you appreciate your customers, and don't be afraid to call your customers and say, like, I'm calling up just to say thanks. That's it.
Yeah, and there's ways to share your success with Scentsy without feeling like you're bragging or boasting. And just like she said, if you share it out of thankfulness versus I deserve this because I worked for this, you're going to find that people are a lot more attracted to your business when they feel like, without you asking for their help, they contributed to your life in a huge way. Like, because you don't want to be like, hey, I'm this close to doing this, I need your help. But like, when they see that you're accomplishing things behind the scenes because of their support, they're going to get super excited to continue helping you. Like, I have people who literally, they host parties regularly. I don't even have to ask them to host anymore. They literally at their party go, let's schedule the next one. Let's schedule the next one. And they'll ask me things like, how close are you to your next trip? I know you're always running those trips. How close are you? Like, because they genuinely care. But I didn't have to say, hey guys, I'm this close to a trip. Are you going to help me? Not that that's bad. You can mix that in with what other things you do as well. But it's because their heart is connected to my heart, and they understand my story, and they've watched it unfold for 4 years. So they feel like they're a huge part of it, and they like to help out. Not because I've asked them to.
Yeah, and that's when you know your business has succeeded, is when people are coming to you and saying, can I book a party with you? I always tell people, if someone goes in the yellow pages, like, I know this doesn't apply with Scentsy, but if someone goes in the yellow pages, that means your marketing plan has failed. So we want to be on top of mind and be like, because people know who deserves what. Like, they see it, and it's a perception on Facebook because it's not really the reality. And maybe you don't share enough of the blessing, but you're super grateful and you're loving it, but you're just not sharing it because you don't necessarily want to brag or you don't want to seem a certain way. If it comes from your heart, that's the way people are going to perceive it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and you always put out, like, whatever you put out there is what you're going to get in return. So if you're putting flyers and you're just selling, you're going to get, like, nothing in return. Or you're going to get people going, hey, you should buy my product. I see you like your product. Like, you're going to get the kind of people you don't want to attract. You're going to get other sellers attracted to you. You're going to get people who aren't that connected to your business attracted to you. So you put out there what you want in return. So if you're putting authentic Scentsy experiences out there, you're going to get authentic Scentsy experiences back from your customers. They're going to be so excited to share what Scentsy's done for them because they're going to feel like they can connect with you on that because they remember a post you posted a month ago about how amazing the counter clean was, and like you showed them how you used it and like how completely ridiculous it was, and then they bought some. They're going to be so excited to come back and share that with you because that's the kind of energy that you're putting out there. You're going to get it back in return the way you're putting it out there. So if you're just putting flyers out there and your links out there, you're going to get really stale, unloyal, unmotivated people. But if you're sharing your heart out there, you're going to get a lot of heart back.
And that's a good point. Also, do you go and share other people's posts? Do you go and like people's posts? Do you comment on other people's posts and be like, oh, your son is so cute, that's amazing. I spend a lot of my time actually liking and, oh, I love that. Oh, that's awesome. And then it's like, oh, wow, Nick posted on my stuff. Like, she cares. Like, because I always notice who's commenting on my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Always. I love when people comment on my stuff. Makes me feel so special.
Comment on my things. I love y'all. Yeah, you have to interact. You have to be a part of the community or else no one's going to be part of yours either. So you have to spend that good time reading your news feed and, contributing to your Facebook community because they're going to contribute back. For sure. You have to be real. You're building relationships. You don't want it to look like you're just a poster. Like, you actually want to be part of people's lives. And, yeah, that should explain itself, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you made me think of something, building relationships. So when you're dropping it to Julie so-and-so, right on the page, like, she has a son and a daughter, and when you drop off the order, how's Andrea and Mickey doing? And they're like, oh, nice, and it's like, oh my God, this person cares about me. And when you do your deliveries, maybe instead of taking half an hour to do your deliveries, maybe take an hour and a half so that you could be like, have conversation, be in the entrance, talk for 10 to 20 minutes because people are craving for love. People are craving for love. When people come here, I'm like, do you want to come in, have a tea? Like, no, it's okay. No, come on in, have a tea. And then I make them get addicted to having their vitamin A, their Anic. So then they want to buy from me because they're like, oh my God, Anic's so sweet. But we all have that in us. We just always want someone to hear us and listen to us about our story and then, follow up and be like, yeah, I heard, you told me that you were going to do that interview. How'd that interview go? It's like, oh my gosh, you remembered. So I don't really have a good memory, so I write things down.
A good remembery.
There you go. I don't remember how to speak.
I love it. And then things like, and even if you wanted to bring that back to social media, like, remember at parties what people talk about. Don't worry so much about what their favorite products were. Listen more for their lives. Listen to the one who's talking about how her son is about to go to college, or listen to the one who just found out that her dad has cancer, or you get like this really cool peek into people's lives at home parties that you're just not going to get anywhere else. But the nice thing about that is you go add those people as friends on Facebook, and then you get to legit be like, hey, message them, how's your dad doing? Like, you don't even ever have to ask them about Scentsy ever again. But you're going to be authentic. You're going to build this relationship with them. And they're going to be like, you seriously remember me talking about my son going to college? You were the sales lady. No, I wasn't. I just brought the goods. Like, so you get to like build those relationships with people, because guess what? That's going to get you more interaction. And I don't say that like do this because this is going to happen.
Yeah.
That's good life habits to have anyway, is being a genuine part of people's lives. But the perk is that will come back to you because you've put that positive energy out there. You're going to get the positivity back. So, and you're never going to have to even mention Scentsy to that person again. The mere fact that you paid attention and cared about their life, they're done. Like, they're never going to look for another Scentsy person ever again. Why would they? So you really need to put the ground, boots to the ground on building those relationships.
One, I love that you brought it back to social media, because that's what we're supposed to be talking about. And I'm like,
oh, I told you were going to have squirrels. I was going to have shiny objects. We were going to figure this out. We were going to end up in the same place.
I love it.
But we'll just keep, circling around. We got this.
I love it. I love it.
I think I told you, it's because we love Scentsy so much. We get so freaking excited. And we just want you all to do so well that we just have so much garbage and goodness to give you. And we just can't. We don't have enough time ever.
Be careful. We don't want you giving birth right now.
I won't. That was a really, really crappy laugh. I apologize. But it's serious. We just get really excited about Scentsy. Be excited about Scentsy. It's worth it, guys.
And
best company in the world.
It is, and it hasn't been that difficult.
Not when you're real.
It's fun. It's so much fun, and I'm sharing my funness.
If it's not fun, you're being a seller.
Bring it back, girl. Bring it back. Bring it back.
I'm so serious, though. If you're not having fun, you're probably trying to sell Scentsy. Yep. Stop trying to sell it.
Yep.
Just stop it right now.
Because the more we are authentic and the more we create connection and build relationship, people actually feel bad cheating on us and going to another Scentsy rep.
Mm-hmm.
We want to build awesome relationship and, make new friends. I love, oh yeah, I got a new customer, yay, so you're my friend, right? And people are like, yeah, okay, I'll be your friend. Yay, I love new friends. And people think I'm ridiculous, but I made them laugh and I made them feel special.
Yeah, I add anyone who I meet at a home party, freaking add them on Facebook, guys. Like, they want more people who are genuinely interested in their lives. Like, and we are Scentsy, we are awesome, and we know that we can do that. So just be a friend first. Like, there's some parties that I go to, and like, this is not social media, but we'll maybe bring it back. Literally, I sit on the freaking floor with my testers, and we just hang out. Like, we're just friends. I'm not your sales lady. I don't sell at parties either. I don't sell anywhere I go. I literally bring my stuff over to share it with them, and then they usually forget that it was even a Scentsy party. Like, they place their orders, but we have fun, and we eat snacks, and we talk about our kids and our lives. Like, do that on Facebook too. Like, you're gonna, like, right? Just do that everywhere. Be so real, and just don't sell it, because it doesn't need sold. People smell it, they want it. End of story. You don't have to sell Scentsy. You got to share it.
It's true.
I'm sorry, I get so excited about Scentsy. Gosh darn it.
Gosh darn it.
Just do.
So,
okay.
If anybody has any questions, I love how people posted questions. That is awesome. And so if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask us. If not, we shall wrap up, because we are only 6 minutes away from an hour, Christina.
We did it.
We did it. I'll open the floor to everybody else. I mentioned this to Julie Omnet too another time, is at the end too, if anybody that is watching the Hangout that is part of this, what is this called? Boardroom? People? Important.
Fireside chat.
Yeah, okay. If anybody has any tips or something that's going really well in your business right now, or anything that you want to share, feel free to share with us. We have 6 minutes left on this Hangout. I hate awkward silence.
Me either. Let me see. We can sing a song. I don't know.
Okay, awesome. We didn't get a question, but we said, Kathy said, awesome, you all just helped me get unstuck. I have been being a seller instead of a sharer the past couple of weeks. Yay, Kathy, we turned you into a sharer.
That is one thing, guys. Like, seriously, if I'm like, why aren't people buying Scentsy right now? Like, what's going on? Literally, all I have to go do is I have to look through what I've been putting out there. So, and you'll find that when you're putting your heart out there, your heart stays connected to your business too. So it's just a healthy mental exercise, man. Keeps you connected.
It's true. That's
You don't burn
wonderful.
out.
It's true. So it doesn't look like we have any questions. It looks like this was a really awesome hangout. I've already seen some amazing comments that it was a different type of hangout. It was like more simplified, not too much information, but a lot of the information for a simple, authentic, and being authentic, because it's so important to be authentic. I love it.
I'm a chatter.
I love it. So I want to say thank you so much, Christina, to being with us. We really appreciate having you with us. Thanks, Jocelyn, for hooking us up. Whoop whoop. Do you want to talk? Oh, takes her an hour to unmute herself.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hi.
Okay. Sorry. No, I just want to say, way to go. That was great. Great job, Christina.
I'm a total like ADHD person though, so
No,
what you just got is me at all times, and if that scares you, I'm sorry.
you don't scare me. You or Nick don't scare me. I loved the way that you guys were going back and forth. That was really good. That was fun. I enjoyed that.
Awesome. Well, you guys hang out with me while I end up closing up this hangout. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. Who do we got next week, Jocelyn? We got someone big.
We do. Okay, I just want to double check because, oh yes. Yeah, next week, guess who it is?
It's someone really cool and important.
Are we gonna surprise them, or should we tell them?
We'll just tell them so we can create a momentum.
Okay. So next week we have Jeff Dastrup, head of
Canada.
Sorry.
Head of Canada.
Yeah, and compliance. So So I want everybody to think of your questions. I know that we all have them. Probably 3 or 4 or 5, whatever we have. Think of them, write them down, and come, fully ready to ask your questions for Jeff, because I don't know how much he's really gonna. He's probably gonna talk a little bit about what he does with Scentsy and all that, and he's gonna, introduce himself and what he's all about. But then I'm sure he's gonna want to mostly take questions and answer them for us. So really looking forward to having him with us next week.
And we want to make sure that he sees that we value the time he's with us. So the more questions we have, the better. We're going to probably get him again. And it's going to just be really helpful, because I know a lot of people have so many questions about compliance. And because our team is so young and new, and I'm not like the information type of person, so I love these hangouts. So I have these super rock stars give out the information. So it's a really nice connection, atmosphere that we have. So next week it's with Jeff Dastrup, and then after that, our last hangout is actually the 8th. No.
Yeah, and we have Lori Honeyman Solomon with that one.
Cool. So the 8th is actually our last hangout. So we're taking a 3-week break. We'll be coming back the 2nd week in January, when we come back from our free trip in Mexico, when we go on that launch to leadership, and we're going to be on that nice cruise. Christina will be there.
No, I can't.
Oh yeah, you're pregos.
I'm not the dumbest.
No.
Why would you do that?
I know.
We have one of those. Caitlin, she went and got herself pregnant. Don't do it. It's not worth it.
You gotta orchestrate this around Scentsy events.
I know. I'm like, I can only get pregnant in February, so that I'll be giving birth in
No, that was the plan, literally. I had it tweaked around Scentsy events and all of this stuff, and then they're like, you can't have children anymore, and then we're like, okay, and then we were careless, and then and there you go.
Wow.
Babies come when they feel like, and they make you miss cruises, but that's okay.
Oh, well, it's a miracle baby.
It is. We're excited.
It really wanted to come.
I kind of wanted to have my baby in Mexico, but Royal Caribbean really won't let me, so.
Oh, boo you, Royal Caribbean.
Yeah, jerks. Let me give him birth in the poop deck or whatever.
Yeah, what the heck? That'd be like I would be right there videoing this whole this whole situation.
This is authentic Scentsy!
The youngest Scentsy sister ever. Scentsy brother? Is it a boy? Girl.
It's a girl.
It's a girl. But you're not telling us her name.
I did, actually.
Oh, what's her name?
Eliza.
Eliza, that's so pretty.
That is nice.
I
Aww.
like. Well, time is up. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Next week, Jeff Dastrup on compliance, so make sure you start writing down all your questions. Thank you so much, Christina, for hanging out with us. That was so valuable and authentic and full of connection and love. We love it. So thank you. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. We will see you next Tuesday at 8:30 Eastern Time. Thank you. Bye.